Hey everyone, welcome back to Open by Accident. Matt here. Today we're going to do an unboxing from Video Games Plus, that place up in Canada that I'm starting to really like. And then I also picked up some PlayStation games over on the Wal-Mart clearance. Let's get right into it. So first up, why don't we jump right in to the games I picked up over at Wal-Mart clearance. First up, we've got the Capcom Fighting Collection. This is the first volume. This particular game actually was open. Kind of unusual to see it, but it's all there. Disc looks in fantastic shape. Case was in there. It's actually in one of those hard clamshell cases that's sealed at the store, so nobody could get into it. But there was no shrink wrap on the game. The game's surprisingly getting a little bit harder and harder to find. It's at that $40 range used at GameStop, and then sometimes you see it a little bit higher online retailers. Even if you go like on Walmart's website, it's like in that $52 range from an outside vendor. I was able to actually find it in the store for like $29.90 something cents change wise. I ended up talking with the clerk back in the electronics department and said, hey, this game's not sealed. Do you guys give any kind of discounts for that? And sure enough, lo and behold, he said, yeah, we actually do. So he knocked a few dollars off, and I ended up getting it for $20 plus tax. So that was a pretty good buy. So I got Capcom Fighting Collection 1 to add to PlayStation 4 collection for $20 and some change. So these next two games, I found these at a local Walmart, and they were on the clearance rack. They've been doing a big clearance on a lot of games for various systems. First up, we got the Callisto Protocol. This is Day 1 edition. Found it for $10 on clearance, brand new sealed. It's a campaign that I've been kind of curious about. And then this one was just kind of an impulse buy. Not big into the Final Fantasy games yet, but I found Final Fantasy 16 for $10 on clearance for the PS5. So I thought, for $20, those games are well worth price of admission. So there was other games on clearance, all in that kind of like $10 to $40 range. Some other standouts was Live Alive on the Switch. That was $15. That one stood out to me. There was Splatoon 2 on the Switch as well for that $15 mark. But as far as like the other games on PS5, it was mostly like dated sports titles. So I ended up with Final Fantasy 16 and the Callisto Protocol. So hey, I'm happy with my purchase there. So alright, let's go ahead and get those games aside and let's dig in to this box. So this came from Video Games Plus out of Canada. I've really started liking them. I started getting my Evercade games from there, and you need to really watch their sales. They have really good buys, as well as if you're buying like me in the US and importing, the Canadian dollar is not worth as much as the US dollar, so you kind of get a little bit of a discount by getting them from over in Canada. So that's exactly what I did on these games. So let's dive right in. Get this box pouring into and shake the camera so they're watching. Alright, so no surprise, we got another Evercade game. We got Indie Heroes 4. So this was on the radar. I didn't actually pre-order it. I was a little late to the timing on that to get the free shipping, but I ended up still getting free shipping on this because I added another game that they had on sale. And there's our Video Games Plus sticker, right on. And then the other Evercade newest release, I got the Broken Sword collection, the dual cartridge. So again, this makes me complete up to date, minus those same 3 games that I'm missing. So I'll eventually find them and track them down. I've seen that Full Void's on the list. It's dropped in price on Amazon. I'm just not a big fan of buying on Amazon. Kind of hoping Video Game Plus restock their inventory of Evercade games. So this last pickup, one more game. Like I mentioned, I'm not quite into Final Fantasy games yet, but here we got the Final Fantasy collection. This is the North American. Obviously, it's the re-release from the original, because that was a Square store exclusive. So this game has been going on and off sale for about 20 bucks off. Usually you can find it like at Best Buy, or you can find it at GameStop, and it's on sale for that $55 mark. So it normally retails for $74.99. So it went on sale at Video Games Plus for $55 Canadian. So after the conversion rate and everything, it turned out to be 45 bucks for Final Fantasy Collection brand new. So I'm really excited to finally dive into these games. I've started kind of getting into that JRPG kick, just like I kind of started last year getting into survival horror games that I normally would never play. So I might go through the Final Fantasy games. I do have Final Fantasy VII Remake. I think I have either 8 or 9 on the original PlayStation, and then I have, like, I get kind of confused on the timeline which one's which. I know I have like X and X2 in that collection on PS4 that I've been just collecting over the years. So now it's just a matter of putting it all together and then going through the series. I'm sure this will take some time, but I'm excited to get into the original ones, and the ones that run like the Nintendo and Super Nintendo originally. This is exciting for me. This is something I've really wanted to dive into, the Final Fantasy series, and here I've added 2 games to the collection and did it kind of in a, you know, budget friendly kind of way. I mean, I spent 55 bucks and added 2 of the newest releases in the Final Fantasy franchise. So, well, anyways, what did you guys think of my pickups? You know, I hit the clearances, you know, I picked up a few games here and there. You know, I'm buying to play games these days, not just buying to collect. You know, I added to the Evercade collection, which is near complete now. We've got 2 more releases coming up that they've announced, and then I've got to fill in the holes on the other 3. So, love to hear from you guys, and hope you're enjoying the videos, and make sure you stick around for more content to come. Thanks.